Grateful to be here amongst you Southern Utah home builder members. I do have a company that's a member, so I guess I'm an inactive member. I've been to 3 meetings in 27 years living here, so that's pretty inactive. But I do meet with builders and contractors, have a couple of son-in-laws in building, and then I do have my own company that does building here in Southern Utah. But anyway, lots of things are happening in Hurricane on countryliving.com, which produces a magazine as well as an internet site. Hurricane, Utah was noted in February 2017 as the best small town in America to recreate in. So congratulations everybody here. Everyone who's built anything in Hurricane has been a part of that, and Hurricane opening their doors for recreation. And how many towns have Quail Lake and Sand Hollow in a town? And how many towns have Sand Mountain in their future annexation plan? We're working to get Sand Mountain as a permanent recreation, 24,000 acres of permanent OHV, off-road vehicle recreation. And there are people, I have a guy whose net worth on the internet, well, I guess I can't tell, but he flies out from New York to have lunch or dinner with me to talk about Sand Mountain because he loves Milt's Mile and a couple of other trails on Sand Mountain that he flies out every year. And he uses his Jeep that he leaves here in. But anyway, so there's a lot of people who love recreating in Southern Utah. We've got some of the bike trails are world renowned. The BBC channel, Channel 138, that's around the world on the internet, once a month does a special on Hurricane, and it's recreation. And it's the high adventure people who came, and they went in Squirrel Canyon, Water Canyon, Zion National Park, Kolob Canyon, and rode the bike trail up on Gooseberry. And they flew into Vegas, which everybody knew, but then they said, then we went to Hurricane and really had a great time. So things are happening in Hurricane, and I've been involved in Hurricane City. In 1999 and 2000, I was on the Planning Commission, and 12 years City Council, and I'm in my 4th year as the mayor, so I do care about Hurricane. And we opened roads up to ATVs so they could come in and out of town and gas up and get lunch and get dinner. And we've done a lot of things for recreation. We've got bike trails that go right off of our roads so people can park in a parkway. When I moved to Hurricane, we had 2 city parks. We have 16 parks. The last 2 we built were 10-acre and 14-acre parks. The one is Grandpa's Pond Park, 14 acres. Division of Wildlife Resources says it's probably their best fishing park in the state. So I know we've got other ones in the area that I think are gems, and I think that everything that we do as cities really builds this area. Hurricane's also been known as in the top 5 safest cities in America. Popular Mechanics put us there. On safestcities.com, we're 17th. The only one in Washington County that did better than us is Santa Clara. They were 12th of safest cities on that criteria. We do promote tourism. We have the shooting park in our town. We share it with Washington City and the county. But how many towns have an internationally known shooting park where you can go shoot your muzzleloader, your shotguns, your rifles, your western, and your archery? I have an annual archery membership. I can go there, unlock it, and go in and shoot on 80 acres of archery targets. And it's great how many people have that in their backyard or in their own town. Most people have to go out of town to do that. We love it. We do have Sand Hollow Golf Course. Sand Hollow, the billionaire who's behind the Sand Hollow Resort and Golf Course, he said to me, do you think a villa would sell? And I said, sure, build one. And he rents out each level $1,200 a night. And he's building his 5th and 6th one now. So, of Coral Springs decided that the senior housing that they were building is probably not as good, so they're going to Coral Springs Resort, and they're renting out their layers for about $1,200 a night. Sentieri is that kind of clientele. When you have lunch at Sand Hollow Golf Course and a person from China pulls you aside and says, "Hey, do you know your golf course, this Sand Hollow, is the #1 golf course in China?" That makes you feel pretty good. And then they said, "Hey, we're the largest developer in China. Would you mind if we came here and built a school and then maybe built some developments in your neighborhood?" And I said, "Sure, we'd be happy to do that." You know, they only have developed most of eastern China. So we do still have little things. We do have a sense of community. We have peach days. We have our triathlons and so on and so forth. Tri-State ATV Jamboree we just had this last weekend. 648 registered guests who went on 23 trails in this region. And they go all over this county. And they're really great rides. And anybody who hasn't done it, you ought to rent an ATV or borrow neighbors or take yours and go on some of those rides. I love them all. We're improving our airport, bringing it up to current standards. We put a fence around it this last year. This year we'll redo the runway. So I call it the tax rebate. Every person who flies an airplane, rides in an airplane, you pay $2.50 a gallon. If we as cities apply for it, we get it back, and we can do a lot with that $2.50. So that's what we're doing. As Mayor Nelson said, we are doing a joint cooperation with Washington and the county. We got a grant to build our Coral Canyons fire station. We think that as all of us work together, we lift the whole valley, and I'm grateful to work with all these mayors. They do a great job, and I'm grateful to work with all of you builders. I think you all do a great job. Everywhere I go, I see great homes. So thanks for all you do, and thank you for making this a great place to live and work and play. Thanks.